Hello, welcome to a new series. I call it I Ask, You Answer. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to research the answer myself, or I don't know where to look. But mostly laziness. So I have a question that I hope somebody have the answer for me. I put out a bunch of books and made some first appearance video recently, and some of these books you probably have seen. So you have this book here, the X-Men 39. You have the Living Diamond, and then you have issue 41, Grotesque, and then this one here, Death's Head, Daredevil 56, and then Destiny, Tales to Astonish 101, Destiny. So that's 4 right here. Now, what does these 4 have in common? They were all killed by Roy Thomas, the writer. I was surprised to find out that Roy Thomas was a writer on all 4 deaths. He created 3 of the 4. So he created a bunch. Roy Thomas created a lot of characters in his first 2 or 3 years with Marvel in '68 for sure. In '68, I always knew that he created a lot of B-level villain and B-level superheroes, but I didn't realize that he killed off a lot of them. Just who knows? Maybe this is it. Maybe just by some crazy chance that I pull out 4 characters that were killed by Roy Thomas, 3 of them in 1968 and 1 in early '69. But my question is Roy Thomas the one writer that killed off the most characters? Can anybody answer that question? I'm just curious, as I just find that it's odd that this is such a coincidence. Maybe there's a pattern to the way he create B-level character and kill them off. And as I mentioned, I thought the Living Diamond was a pretty good character that should have not killed off. Destiny, I'm not sure. Protest, not that interesting. Death's Head, hopefully. Well, I made the video with Death's Head and Destiny, so I'm not sure when that will be loaded, but I think Death's Head has a pretty good potential. He's cool as hell as far as a look, but he's also gone. So that's my question. Is Roy Thomas the writer that killed off the most characters in the history of comic books? Just a curiosity, not something that I'm not hating on Roy Thomas. I'm just curious to find the answer. Now, the next part of the question is related to death of villains. One of the things that surprised me when I read books like this, when I see villain get killed off, I always thought of the way movies and TV shows are too quick to kill off the villain. It's the typical action movies like Die Hard or Fast and Furious or whatever. You name any action movies, it's custom to see the villain get killed off at the end, okay? But I always think that it's too rush for superhero TV shows and movies to kill off the villain. Sure, you're making a movie every 2 or 3 years. The art of using the same villain is slim, but why do you need to kill him off? Why can't you put him in captivity and potentially use him for a future plot point? It makes no sense for me to have to see Doc Ock get killed off. Like I said, the list of villains that get killed off is just, to me, superhero movie does not need to fall into the same formula as typical action movie where you have to kill off the Goblin, you have to kill off Doc Ock, you have to kill off Two-Face. There is just no need for it. Same thing with TV. I was a pretty big fan of the show Arrow until they, spoiler alert, if you are a big fan of Arrow and you haven't watched the last season, skip the next 5 seconds. When they kill off Ra's al Ghul, what? After that episode, I'm like, I'm not sure next season is gonna be something that I care to watch, because it has the storyline has went into a different area that beside that villain, they killed off a whole bunch of other character in the show Arrow, and that to me just like excess. Same thing with Daredevil. If I have one big complaint about the show Daredevil, as much as I love it, once again, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, skip the next 5 seconds. The Kingpin right hand man, kill him. And the report. Now, he was great. That character was awesome. It was a good, to me, it was a good yin yang to the Kingpin. The way he played off the Kingpin, the way he reacted to situation, the way he handled with everything. He was a good fit, good mesh, and it was a darn shame that the show got rid of him. So that's my question. What is your opinion on TV shows and movies killing off the villains? To me, it's okay to defeat the villain and put them in a cage, in jail, underground, lost in space. Do whatever you want with them, but there's no need to kill them off right away. That's it. That's it for this short video. Thanks. And if you have the answer, I'd love to hear it.